Marquee game of the afternoon, Week 1 game day. Jason Campbell, the Redskins, taking on Eli Manning and the Giants in Giants Stadium. The final opener for the Giants in Giants Stadium. First quarter, seeking a replacement for the big play man in Plexicosaurus. We've got starring Steve Smith, Manningham right there. 25 yards, 3 plays later. Manning dumps it off to Brandon Jacobs. Collides with London Fletcher. It's vice versa there.
He wants to get more involved in the offensive passing game, and he will this season.
Led to Lawrence Tynes field goal. Giants up 3-0. Clinton Portis exploding through the hole. 34-yard gain. First play of the Redskins season goes just like that. Next play of the Redskins season, Antoine Randall. It's not as good as the first play of the season.
A little trickery in the first 15.
Justin Tuck and Chase Blackburn put Randall on the turf. Redskins forced to punt. Next Giants possession. Still up 3-0. Ahmad Bradshaw on the Derek Ward roll. A lot of people thinking he's going to get a lot of yards and carries this year. And here's one carry for 22 yards with 12 rushes for 60 yards on the day. Next play, Brandon Jacobs providing the thunder. Look at him run downhill.
The big back, the scat back, and they just keep alternating them and banging them against him.
Attack on 15 more with a long Landry late hit out of bounds. 4 plays later, 4th and 1. And it's amazing Brandon Jacobs can't get the 1 yard.
260 pounds at least.
The #1 rushing team in the league last year.
So the Giants turn it over on down. Still 3-0 in the second quarter when Manning finds Manningham, and he does the rest.
Nice piece of run. Stay in bounds.
Sort of the big playability we saw when he was in college. Where, Steve?
And he was at the U of Michigan.
Yeah, that's 10-0. Giants on top. 2 skids possessions later. Osi Umenyiora, welcome back with the strip, scoop, and score.
Good to see
all
you back,
of last year with a knee injury, and the moment seemed to hit him.
He's back. He's back.
But he got a little emotional after this play, Coach.
I know. Well, you know what?
Long fight back.
It was a long fight back, and you know what? He looks healthy, and what a great group they are.
I mean, that's the stuff you dream of when you're in rehab. The Redskins tried some more trickeration, down 17-0 right before the half. It's Hunter Smith, the punter, and Holder.
All the stops.
Beating everyone to the edge. Dion, what do you think of this?
Man, look at the high knees. Look at the white knees. No ethnicity.
What do you mean by the white knees?
Socks, the high white socks.
Third quarter we go.
White knees Johnson. Silly white knees Johnson.
White knees Johnson. Eli Manning. Oops. Is picked. Tip drill right there. D'Angelo Hall with the interception.
Get to the sideline, baby.
Returns it to the Giants 11. Suddenly, this is a game. It's 17-7 with less than 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. But that's when Justin Tuck exerts himself. 6-yard loss. Takes Clinton Portis down 2 plays later. Justin Tuck takes Campbell down.
That defensive line is amongst the best in the league, coached by Mike Waffle.
17-10 as the Redskins get a field goal. It's just a 1-score game. Fourth quarter, Giants looking for more points. Here's the rookie, Hakeem Nicks, their first-round pick, who injures his ankle on the play. The initial diagnosis, he's out 2 to 3 weeks.
He led all the receivers in yards in the preseason. This kid's going to be a good one.
That's just a nasty-looking hit right there. The Giants do get a field goal out of this drive, continuing with the game. They're up 20-10 after that sequence. 1:37 left in the game. Campbell to Chris Cooley, touchdown. It's a 23-17 game. The ensuing onside kick. They got to go for that onside kick. Sean Schweischem with the onside kick. Pops up in the air, but Steve Smith's on the hands team for the Giants. And it's the defensive coordinator, Bill Sheridan, who took over for Steve Spagnuolo, who gets the Gatorade shower. Let's take a look at this highlight right now. The Dallas Cowboys in front of 105,121 fans, including the 43rd President of the United States and his wife out there for the coin toss. First quarter, Cowboys trailing 3-0 when Marion Barber takes it left tackle for a 27-yard gain.
Look at the block downfield by Roy Williams.
Great blocking, Roy.
And then 2 plays later, on 1st and goal from the Giants 2, Barber caps off the drive.
It's one of the
First
biggest,
touchdown of the new Jerry Day.
one of the largest lines assembled in the National Football League. When they get you 32 or less than that, they're going to just drive it right down your throats.
Next Cowboys possession. 3rd and 10 on the 24. Romo is picked. What happened here, Steve?
Here's what happened. Romo was checking up. Actually, he was checking because the Giants were showing full blitz. He checked, and the Giants checked back to zone, cover two, and Romo didn't change his play, and he threw it in there into coverage, into zone coverage.
The ensuing kickoff. Why do we show these, Dion?
It has to be a boo-boo.
Or run back, but it was the boo-boo. Consecutive snaps of the football. Turnovers by the Dallas Cowboys. Felix Jones just puts it on the turf. Second quarter, after the Giants got 3 points out of that. Here is Patrick Creighton on the end around. And he gets smoked out of bounds. He would leave the game momentarily. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal from the 1, and Romo goes for his BSF.
Nice sell.
Jason Witten touchdown. Cowboys up on top 14-13, and the triplets also part of that record crowd.
Take off the shades, Mike.
2 possessions later for the Cowboys. Romo still up by 1, trying to tack on some more points before the half. Ball seems to hit the ground as you see the referee rules an incomplete pass. Kenny Phillips runs to the end zone thinking he scored a touchdown, and you know what? He darn should have. As the ball hit off of Witten's shoe, ball never hit the ground, so the booth buzzes down and gives the ball to the Giants at the spot of the interception. So it just only delayed the touchdown by a couple plays. Mario Manningham going in the end zone and juggling and then corralling for the touchdown.
He had his coming out party now. What a great game. 10 receptions for the guy from Michigan.
20-17, Giants up at the half, 3rd quarter. That's your score after the Giants missed a field goal. Here comes Felix Jones redeeming himself.
This is what they do best. Control the line of scrimmage and run the football, Dallas.
56-yard gain. 5 plays later, they're on the doorstep at the Giants' 3. It's 3rd and goal. And Tony Romo calls his own number. Touchdown. Cowboys on top 24-20.
Nice play call, Jason Garrett.
Next Cowboys possession. They're on the plus side of the field again. 1st and 10 from the Giants' 46. And Romo, for whatever reason, just hucks it up the ground.
I don't know how you don't see that safety. It's almost a resemblance of the play we saw last year to Ed Reed versus the Baltimore Ravens. It's almost like he's not seeing the safety in deep middle.
Another interception for Romo sets up the Giants. And the next play, they're going for it. Manning to Manningham. Mario Manningham, 49-yard gain. He had 10 catches, as you said, Steve, for 150 yards. 3 plays later, 3rd and 8 from the Cowboys, 22 in the 4th quarter. Eli Manning on 3rd and 8 finds Steve Smith wide open.
That's a busted coverage. Somebody down the middle, that wide open. Wow.
Route, coach.
These are their 2 receivers. They're finding out who is X and Z and 1 and 2 in this bunch.
Giants lead the game 27-24. 11 minutes and change to go when it's Manning to Manningham again on 2nd and 11. Moves the ball down the field. 3rd and 7 now on this drive. Eli Manning buying time, leaving the pocket, pirouetting like Favre. Steve Smith is stopped well short of the first down. They have to settle for a field goal and take a 6-point lead, 30-24, 4 and change to go. Romo to Marion Barber, who appears to blow a tire at the end. He left the game pointing to his left quad. So in comes Felix Jones to cap off the ground-driven drive, and the Dallas Cowboys are on top again, 31-30, and Jerry Jones is clapping again, but still enough time for Eli Manning to spoil the party after the 2-minute warning. Manning to the right side to Steve Smith to the 40-yard line, and Jerry is now concerned, but he has some nice catering behind him. Manning on 3rd and 4, it's tipped up in the air, but to Steve Smith. No, Mario Manningham bringing on Lawrence Tynes with 4 seconds to go. From 37 yards away, it is up, and it is good.
What a game.
And the New York Giants improve to 2-0, go into Dallas, and rain on the parade.
Giants handling their business in Tampa Bay. They're looking to start 3-0 for the 2nd straight season. Opening drive, Ahmad Bradshaw cuts it back 14
he's running
yards.
hard. Moochie's running like he's running for a contract.
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
A couple of plays later, as solid as this running game is, this is their first rushing touchdown of the year.
Give it to the big guy. Brent, wait a minute.
That's 280 at you, boys and girls.
It's on top, 7-0. Byron Leftwich had an awful day. Picked off here by Terrell Thomas. Leftwich 7 of 16, 22 yards for the entire day. Giants get it back, 3rd and 1. Bradshaw.
This is what they want to do now. They don't have earth, wind, and fire, just earth and wind today. But they like to pound it with 2 backs, set up the play action, and then let Eli do his thing.
What's he doing, Brian?
You're running this. I believe in Eli.
Running for that contract. 38 yards there. Eli Manning.
I believe in Eli.
Fit that one in there like a rocket.
Giants on top, 14-0 at the break. Bucks down 17-0 third. Cadillac Williams.
Finally.
Was that a first down?
Finally.
That was a first down.
Down of the game in the third quarter. 5 first downs in the entire game. They only picked up 86 yards, 3rd fewest in franchise history. Manning to Sonoris Moss. Giants get the shutout.
He looked good.
The New York Giants trying to complete a 3-game.
I believe in him.
Of their 3-game road trip. Todd Haley just trying to get on the board as coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, and this is not the way to do it. The opening kickoff is coughed up.
We only show you kickoffs when it's a big play or boo-boo.
And it was the latter, not the former. Jamal Charles puts the ball in the turf. 5 plays later, Eli Manning to, can you call him the other Steve Smith?
Yeah, no, this guy is becoming the feature receiver in the Giants offense.
Giants up 7-3 second quarter. Manning for Smith again. Gerard Page nails him, and that's called a flag on a defenseless receiver.
Bad call. He
He
led with his shoulder.
Yeah.
His helmet was nowhere in. Watch where his helmet is. Side. Oh, bad call.
Well, the 15-yard penalty puts some wind at the sails of the Giants back. Next play, here's Steve Smith again. Untouched into the end zone. That is a touchdown. 11 catches, 134 yards for Steve Smith. Third quarter, the kickoff to start the second half doesn't go very well for the Chiefs either. They try to go on sides and it doesn't work. Led to a field goal for the Giants who go up 20-3, and here's a moment of trepidation for them and their quarterback. A little hop, skip, and a jump by Eli Manning in the pocket with no one around him. He said he just felt some pain in his right heel.
What that really happens, see, is he steps on his foot.
Well, Manning, after the game, said he hopes that he can feel better throughout the week and go against the Oakland Raiders. He believes he can play against the Raiders next week, but Manning would stay in the game to just throw one more pass, and it worked out with Hakeem Nicks returning from his own foot injury, making a play down the field. The Giants sweep their 3-game road trip as Kansas City falls to 0-4 for the first time since 1980. As for that Giants road trip, it was ruled by Steve Smith, who leads the NFL this season in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdown receptions. The Giants Steve Smith, not Carolina's Steve Smith. We've got livid.
Mooch's phone is ringing right now.
Eli Manning. Don't answer it, Steve. I'm going to go to voicemail. Jamarcus Russell and the Oakland Raiders trying to get over 200 yards of total offense for the first time in 3 games. Eli Manning got as much almost in the first drive. Steve Smith, 43 yards.
Great throw and catch.
He's got a receiving core that's stepping up.
And Ahmad Bradshaw, the guy who made it 7-0, is the guy who made it 14-0. Giants on top. Next drive, Manning on 3rd and 24 hits Ahmad Bradshaw, and he goes 55.
Yeah,
This guy's dangerous in
great
space, man.
blocking, downfield, great running. This guy must be up for a contract because he's doing it every week.
220 total yards for the Giants in the first quarter, just 13 for Oakland. Second quarter, different quarter, same story. Manning to Manningham.
Is that a Michigan guy?
There he is. We need some love this weekend. 30-yard touchdown, 21-0. Giants on top. Next Raiders possession. Jamarcus Russell was sacked 6 times. He fumbled 3 times, including this one. Just 100 yards passing.
Not good.
3 plays into the next Giants possession. Manning to Hakeem Nicks. 2 games, 2 touchdowns for the rookie. And Manning would be done.
Yeah, why not? Take him out of there. Plantar fasciitis with the foot. Rest him. They're ahead comfortably.
He had 173 yards passing in the first half. Oakland had 124 total yards for the game.
That tells the story.
And David Carr comes in, and He scores on the ground.
Watch the pump fake. That keeps people in coverage. Pump! Go to the pylon.
The car gets away
He's
from
from
the
Fresno State.
That was a problem.
And Steve Tisch has got his famous friends on the sideline.
He said, "Car, is that
Hey,
you?"
you see 9.5 weeks?
Oh, my goodness. Well, the Giants, after 3 straight weeks of sub-500 opponents, they better leave their hat on, Steve. Oh, my goodness. They got the Saints next, Cardinals, Eagles. Look at that. Drew Brees and Eli Manning.
Those two are good.
Eli has never played in the Superdome. Never, ever.
His daddy did.
But Drew Brees was the one who had the ball first, and they just drove it right down the field in a lengthy opening drive. Lance Moore with an 18-yard gain and moved the sticks on 3rd and 8. 7 plays later, 15th play of the drive, decided to go for it on 4th and inches, and Mike Bell goes up and over.
You control the clock, you control the ground, you control the tempo of the game.
Saints have scored on the opening drive of every game this season, 7-0, and then on the next possession, Brees finds the old Giant, Jeremy Shockey, and how fired up do you think he was?
That's a back shoulder throw to a tight end on the outside. That's outstanding.
That's hard. He was fired up. There's a little emotions involved in this game.
And then they get him involved in the end zone 4 plays later.
See, that's why I love Sean Payton. You know, it's an emotional game for Shockey. Get him involved early, get him in the paint. Now he's a happy camper.
And it got Brees involved. It was his first touchdown in the last 85 pass attempts. Giants next possession looking for points. Manning has an open Steve Smith in this.
You got to hit him.
Yeah, he's been hitting that all season, and that would have been a touchdown if he drops it in there.
Oh, boy. And Manning knew that was a missed opportunity. Giants have to settle for a field goal, which is not good when the Saints are settling for nothing but touchdowns. Brees, next possession to Robert Meacham in the end zone, comes down with it.
You know, he's got tall receivers that'll go up and catch it at its highest point.
Brees was 8 for 8 on that drive and the one before it combined, but the Saints missed the extra point.
Nice!
And Darren Sharper picks off Manning, except for the fact that Jonathan Vilma is called for roughing Manning in the pocket.
Yeah,
and
this is a good call. He got sandwiched.
Good hit, too.
So the Giants get 15 yards, and the Saints don't get an apparent pick 6. And 3 plays later, Ahmad Bradshaw pops it in the end zone for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. It's a 10-point game in which the Saints were dominating. Next possession, 4th play of the drive, right around midfield. Brees to Marcus Colston. But Corey Webster's called for pass interference, even though it appears
He got tangled, but he was looking back for the ball.
Incidental contact, maybe, huh?
wow.
Yeah. He had a hand in the back. He had a hand in the back. He had a hand in the back.
So the Saints get the ball at the 12, and then 3 plays later, it's Lance Moore.
Nice play action fake, Coach. Yeah.
Brees' 100th touchdown pass as a Saint, and it's 27-10 New Orleans.
Look like the running man backwards.
Giants next opening the kickoff on the next possession. And we show these for only a couple reasons.
It's a big play or a boo-boo.
It's a big play. Dominic Hickson back active.
The kicker almost got him.
68 yards returns it. He had 230 yards on 7 returns on the day. Giants set up nicely. 5 plays later, Manning to Manningham. Touchdown. Again, the Saints are dominating this game, and it's still only a 10-point lead for New Orleans. That would change. Next Saints possession. Brees to Colston. This is 15th consecutive completion for Drew Brees. Down inside the 10. 4 plays later, Saints decide to go for it on 4th down.
Why not?
So got to quiet down the dome crowd.
Did it on the first series of the game. Why not now?
Except, unlike the first series of the game, this one doesn't work. Turned away.
Great goal line stand by the Giants.
Seemed like he was there.
Saints turn it over on downs and then commit an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to move the Giants out from the shadow of their own goal line, and Manning takes advantage of that. Find Manningham for an 18-yard gain, but
come and clock it. Come and clock
the
it.
Giants have no timeouts left, so they don't clock it, though.
He's trying to get a play called, and then he looks at the defense and says, "Oh, they're coming on a blitz. I got to readjust my protection. This is taking a long time, Eli." You got 10, 12, 14 seconds that they're using here trying to get the protection right.
And unfortunately, he doesn't get the protection right, unfortunately for him.
Bam!
Oh, nice.
As Roman Harper strips Manning, Scott Shanley recovers. Ball's loose. Kevin Boss hops on it. Tom Coughlin thinks maybe I've got a touchback here, and I don't lose the ball. But Shanley is called down even though it seems the ball's coming loose.
Referee Hockley did a great job explaining this. The ball was pinned to his body, so therefore he was down with ball in possession.
And it was an unmitigated disaster for the Giants as they lose tackle Kareem McKenzie on the play. They lose the ball, they lose their tackle, and they lose 7 more points.
Do what you do,
on the
Reggie.
Scoreboard. Reggie Bush gets in the end zone 2 plays after that whole big shenanigans. 34-17 is the score. Midway through the third quarter, Manning
Couldn't step into his throw, Coach.
Got the safety blitz, hit his arm, and he underthrew it.
picked by Jabari Greer, and then he's got some words for his
He
running
said,
back.
"You pick up this block." That's what he said. Let's go.
Look at Eli being
Eli's
demonstrative there, huh? Next
up.
Saints possession, Breeze to Marcus Colston, who had 166 yards receiving, second most in his career. It's officially a 40-burger. The Saints officially are 5-0 as they drop 48 on the Giants and give Adam Zimmer, Mike Zimmer's son, and their linebacker assistant, the game ball. We start with the Sunday Night Football game in Giants Stadium. And Arizona taking on the Giants and 2 old friends, if you will, or 2 old teammates. I hope they're friends, Warner and Eli. They say they are. Kurt Warner, he gets picked first.
Oh, boy. That's not his friend.
In a game of interceptions, Terrell Thomas picks off the former Giant, the man who was supposed to groom Eli Manning, only to have Eli Manning take the job from Kurt Warner. Next play, Brandon Jacobs trying to turn that pick into points, and he darn near does it.
They were stubborn with the run tonight. They wanted to establish that line of scrimmage for the Giants, and they've made every attempt early to do that.
25-yard gain down to the 4. 2 plays later, second and goal, and Jacobs converts the pick into points.
When the big fella get those shoulders squared and he's running downhill, that's 270 pounds coming at you. It's hard to stop.
Giants on top 7-0. 6 minutes left in the first half. 3rd and 3 from the Giants 39, and Anquan Bolden moves the chains 13 yards. Bolden was questionable all week, but he played in this game. So did rookie Beanie Wells running downhill.
Look at that stiff arm.
And looking strong. Touchdown. 13-yard touchdown run. His first career touchdown, and we're tied at 7. Giants with 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the half, trying to get some points themselves. Manning, it's incomplete, or is it?
No.
Tipped up in the air to Hakeem Nicks, who gets his 4th straight game with a touchdown. How about that? This ball was all but incomplete.
Great play, but Cromartie has to learn as a young cornerback to never tip the ball up in the air.
So
down.
that's the way the Giants take a 14-7 lead. Third quarter we go. It's 14-10. Warner. First drive of the second half for the Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald making a play. 26-yard gain. 5 plays later, it's 3rd and goal. It's 3rd and goal, and here comes Tim Hightower. Both Cardinals backs have scored. 17-14. The Cardinals are on top, trying to win the 3rd straight road game since 1987, when Gene Stallings was their coach, for crying out loud. And they're going Wildcat with Antrell Roll.
Oh, I like it. A DB playing quarterback. I'm jealous. And he's going to throw it.
He's got him
And he got him.
Oh, but Larry
had him.
Fitzgerald, of all people, can't corral it in any way. Was holding on the play by their tight end. We just thought that was interesting to show you.
At least we got it on film.
I am jealous.
Next Giants possession, Manning. Tip ball goes into Arizona's favor this time. Adrian Wilson with the interception of Manning.
This guy's all over the field. Great run support guy, and he's got good instincts in the back.
3 plays later, Kurt Warner flips it to Jason Wright, and the 3rd running back for the Cardinals has scored a touchdown.
Nice little slip screen inside. They didn't expect him to get the football.
24-14. The defending NFC champs are up by 10 in Giant Stadium on the Giants in a national TV game. 4 minutes and change to go in the game. Kevin Boss holds on.
Believe in Eli.
25 yards, and there's no penalty on helmet to helmet. Next play, Ahmad Bradshaw running free. But so now is the ball. It's
That's
loose.
a good strip from behind.
Adrian Wilson recovers this. He's
guy's
Johnny
everywhere.
on the spot everywhere. 3 plays later, Arizona needing to move some chains to put this one in the icebox. But Fitzgerald can't hold on
Good
third down.
defensive series by the Giants. Didn't use up a lot of time. They got the ball right back.
So the Giants have the ball deep in their own end, though. 3rd and long. Manning over the middle. Caught by Steve Smith with 2 men around him for 34-yard gain.
Great throw, great catch, great concentration.
2 plays later from the Giants' 38. Last play before the 2-minute warning, Manning, all sorts of time. Now he's scrambling, and he finds Hakeem Nicks for 12 yards. 2-minute warning, 5 plays later. $1:15 left. Giants have a timeout to go from the Cardinals 39. Manning is picked by Antrell Roll. 3rd interception of Manning on the night, and the Arizona Cardinals win in Giants Stadium, shocking the Big Blue, who've lost 2 in a row, to win 24-17. Eli Manning's last 2 games, forgettable.
Right.
Last week in the Superdome, his very first game playing there, did not fare well, and this night, a 3-interception performance as the Giants have lost 2 in a row since winning their first 5 games to start the 2009 season. In Philadelphia, before the Yankees and Phillies played Game 4 across the street,
I believe in Eli.
Lincoln Financial saw the first battle between the Giants and Eagles this year. The Giants having lost 2 in a row. The Eagles coming off that great Monday night win in Washington, and they picked up right where they left off. LaShawn McCoy in place of an injured Brian Westbrook. First play of the game, 16 yards. 2 plays later, Leonard Weaver is out the gate.
Play with a fullback out there.
The only way you can get out the gate like that is there's great blocking on the edges by the receiver. Mike Irvin didn't know nothing about that, but it's great blocking.
Wow.
Maybe a blitz too, dear.
Ensuing possession, Asante Samuel jumps the route.
Corner.
3 plays into the Giants drive, Asante Samuel jumps the route down to the Giants 10. What happened here?
I mean, just sitting on. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, you got him reading the route. I mean, you got a tight end out there, and he sees Eli staring him down all the way. He's got help over the top with cover 2, and he picks it off for his 5th interception.
But an Eagles penalty makes it 3rd and goal from the 18, but it's no matter as Brent Selleck, no relation to Mark Selleck of NFL Network, makes it a 13-0 game as the point after is blocked. So it's 16-0 midway through the second quarter. Eli trying to get something going, and he does with Kevin Boss.
Oh, get those shoulders down, big fella.
22-yard gain to the Giants 37. Next play, Eli Manning to Hakeem Nicks. The rookie's got the knack, this Nicks.
This guy's got 4 touchdowns in a row each game last month.
35-yard gain, 4 plays later, 8th play of the drive, 2nd 11, Manning to Boss, touchdown, 16-7. Giants are on the board, stopping the Eagles' momentum for just a wee bit before the half, and by a wee bit, I mean after the 39-yard kickoff return. Next play, McNabb to Deshaun Jackson.
Wide open.
Wait, did you see how much time McNabb? He ate a sandwich, he had a drink of water, then he decided to throw that touchdown.
This is a vulnerable secondary. This is a lot like what the Saints did to this Giants defensive secondary a couple weeks ago. People are wide open.
C.C. Brown, the safety there.
He won't be in there next week.
They miss Kenny Phillips, let's be honest.
And Aaron Ross, you bet.
And next Giants possession, $1:26 left in the half. Maybe they could get some more points before the end of the half, but Eli throws another interception.
Yeah, this was a good decision, but he just overthrew it a little bit too high.
Quentin Demps with the easy pick right there.
How much of that is that bad?
You know, I don't know if he's planning and stepping. He had traffic down by his feet, but he usually can complete that.
He also made a poor decision, too. Hakeem Nicks was wide open down the sideline, and then 2 plays later, Jeremy Maclin scores again for the Eagles. 4 touchdowns in the first half on 3 plays or fewer.
Again, not anyone around Donovan as he ate his sandwich and had a drink of water for another touchdown.
The opening kickoff of the second half, Dominic Hickson with...
we only show you these for 1 or 2 reasons.
Moses Foku, everybody, getting some playing
Let's start
time.
coming out
recovery.
before he got hit.
He was scared.
Gave the Eagles an easy 3 points to start the second half, and the Giants couldn't give away any more points.
Yeah,
there's your
the
pressure.
Giants defense provides some pressure. Big man with ball. Fred Robbins
Forward lateral.
laterals it to OCU Manura. Andy Reid thought it was a forward lateral, and he threw the red challenge flag, and the replay shows that he's correct.
You just don't have a real good angle, do you?
That's from the 39, and OC receives it.
I guess.
Momentum.
That's momentum. I don't understand what's supposed to happen.
OC should turn around and pitch it to the defensive back because he made the play, and they haven't gotten any pressure on Donovan McNabb.
OC can't believe that they took the points off the board. It's 33-17.
Look at the rookie go.
LaShawn McCoy, 66 yards right up the gut on this Giant defense that had a 40-burger tossed on it. And that's the way the G-men have lost 3 in a row, and the way the Philadelphia Eagles take control of the NFC East. They're tied with the Dallas Cowboys atop the NFC East. but they do have the tiebreaker. The Giants, as you can see, in NFL history, only 3 times have we seen teams lose 3 in a row following a 5-0 start. The Giants and the Chargers, LT in Giants Stadium, but it really was all about these 2 quarterbacks that were swapped for one another on draft day 5 years ago.
That's interesting.
Eli and Phillip never faced one another because Eli took on Drew Brees the last time.
That's right. Well, here we go.
Eli Manning, 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. We show this play, not only show you the chains moving, but how it set up a field goal that was botched.
Yeah, this is gonna haunt them later on. This can't happen. This is a preseason kind of a mishap.
Lawrence Tynes, he's Scottish, and this is crap. Look at that.
Can't do it. Especially this point of the season, you cannot have these type of mistakes.
Jeff Eagles couldn't get the snap down, so Tynes didn't swing his leg. No points out of a quality opening drive for the Giants. Phillip Rivers finding Vincent Jackson 2 Chargers possessions later. 3 plays after that, Antonio Gates 19 yards to the Giants 10. That ends the first quarter. Next play, 1st and goal. Rivers to Jackson, touchdown.
Yeah, you throw it up to these big guys. Vincent Jackson is 6'5", Malcolm Floyd is 6'5", and Antonio Gates 6'4". Throw it up, let him make a play.
7-0. Eli Manning comes right back and starts converting 3rd downs. Extends the play on 3rd and 6 here to find his rookie receiver Hakeem Nicks to move the chains. 5 plays later, Manning on 3rd and 18 gets 19 to Steve Smith.
That's beautiful. Good location, on time and outside.
3 plays later, 13th play of the drive, 3rd and 10. Darcy Johnson, everybody.
Eli's showing a lot of mobility, a lot of poise.
Another conversion on 3rd and long to the Chargers 11. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Touchdown. 16 plays, 10 minutes, 35 seconds of possession time to tie the game at 7. 3rd quarter we go. 4 and change to go in the 3rd quarter. Play action. Rivers looks for Jackson deep. You saw a flag on the play.
Good call. Pass interference.
Throw it up to the big guys. Good things can happen like this.
Panic. You got to turn around and look for the ball.
One of the face guard and it's face whacking right there. 1st and goal at the 1. After LT can't get in, it's Chris Wilson. So a lot of non-household names getting on the board in this game. The Chargers back up by 7. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Manning to Nicks. Nice wide receiver screen for 29 yards.
Lineman downfield. This is the college screen. Everybody's running right now, and they run it very well.
Led to a Lawrence Tynes field goal that Tynes was able to swing his leg through this time. It's 14-10. Less than 12 minutes to go in regulation. There's Manning to Manningham. Mario moves the chains. And then 4 plays later, Manning to, he's the boss. Kevin Boss on that free play. It was offsides in the Chargers. Giants with their first lead of the game. 3.5 to go in the game. Rivers for Malcolm Floyd, and it's picked by Terrell Thomas. Giants have been waiting for someone in that secondary to make a play.
Get to the sideline and cut it back. Pick up your blocks.
Takes it down to the 4-yard line, but that was crucial how the Chargers kept the Giants out of the end zone. Brandon Jacobs losing ground. He gained some ground, but hold on a minute. The coach's son-in-law is called for holding.
Oh, boy. It's going to be a real Thanksgiving dinner.
Chris Snead called for holding. 3rd and goal now. There is Jacobs. Can't get in, so they got to settle for the field goal, meaning it's only a 6-point game. Giants could have put it away there and didn't. So with 1.5 minutes to go, there's Rivers to Malcolm Floyd on the plus side of the field with only 1 timeout left. Clock ticking down, 50 seconds to go. 3 plays after that, it's Darren Sproles skittering into the red zone.
Tough matchup for a linebacker coming in the backfield.
Next play, Rivers to Vincent Jackson in the end zone. Touchdown with 21 seconds to go.
They go the length of the field in a minute to take the lead, 21-20.
And it was just miracle time left for the Giants. Could they get one on this 3rd and long? Literally and figuratively, lights out. The Giants lose their 4th in a row to the team that Eli once said he never wanted to play for.
That's the best game.
Because the Giants came down in the last second on Sunday, too. Jason Snelling starting for the
I believe in him.
Here's Eli Manning. By the way, he's never had a 300-yard passing day in Giants Stadium.
Never?
Never. But he's finding Kevin Boss against this suspect Atlanta secondary. And it's 10-7. G-men. 2 possessions later, here's that defensive line making its presence felt. Justin Tuck sack, forced fumble. OC recovers.
It's a coverage sack now. He's hanging on the ball because there's nobody to go to.
Right before the end of the half, 18 ticks left. Manning to Kevin Boss again.
Big man.
17-7. Let's go to the second half. Opening drive of that half for the ATL. From the Giants 43, 3rd and 13, Matt Ryan converts with Michael Jenkins wide open. 4 plays later, 3rd and goal from inside the 1. The Falcons already have a score from Jason Snelling, and he's snelling the end zone again.
No Michael Turner, no Jarius Norwood. Snelling for hire.
He's got a quality sense of Snell. Giants' next possession. Manning up top to Steve Smith making plays.
Nail that.
His perfect throw.
I believe in you.
4 plays later, Brandon Jacobs running downhill.
Bounce, big fella.
Would you tackle that guy?
I'll make a business decision.
I heard that from Troy Aikman actually on Sunday.
I had to, yeah.
Giants extend the lead. They're up 10 again.
Is that his wife?
The Falcons come back
I hope so.
with an 18-play
I
drive.
surely hope so.
18-play drive that Michael Jenkins is wide open.
Oh, you got to go up and get that at his highest point, coach. You got to bring that down.
18 plays, and this
Blown
is how
coverage,
it's
Like the
happened.
location of the ball. You got to throw it up high in the back of the end zone. Give your guy a chance.
Falcons settle for a field goal. It's a 1-touchdown game with 14 minutes to go. Eli Manning to Manningham. Mario, nice grab.
Perfectly dropped in there over the top. Great location, Eli. Best game in this stadium ever for him.
27-yard gain. Here comes the Atlanta Falcons back. That's Matt Ryan over the middle to Michael Jenkins for 1st and 10. Then it's 4th and 1. Mike Smith. Do I snell? That's Jason Snelling. 1st down, move the chains. 3 plays later. I'm done with those plays on words. Matt Ryan to Tony Gonzalez. Nice play.
That's why he's best all
You
time.
can't tackle this guy.
2 plays later, you got Roddy White, you got Tony Gonzalez, you got Michael Jenkins, but you can't sleep on Eric Weems.
That's a tough throw down to the left side pylon.
6 minutes to go. It's a 1-touchdown game again. Eli to Mario Manningham on 3rd down. Can't convert. 3 and out for the Giants. The Falcons get it back. Less than 2 minutes to go. 3rd and 4. Matt Ryan and Roddy White down to the Giants. 38.
I like the way they moved the pocket to the left. Great throw by Matt Ryan.
5 plays later. 3rd and 3. Inside the red zone now. Ryan and Tony Gonzalez. He usually gets the ball in the red zone for the Falcons. 1st down. 2 plays later. 35 ticks to go. Who do you go to?
Cal Bear. Throw it to Tony G.
Nice grab in traffic for the game-tying score with 28 ticks to go. What a grab.
What a game.
What a catch.
What a throw.
Throw.
What everything.
What an overtime.
All right, here we go.
Giants get the coin toss, and they get the ball.
What a Manning.
And a Manningham. Eli with a career-high 384 passing yards on the day. Manningham with 126 of those yards receiving. 4 plays later, Lawrence Tynes is out. Lawrence Tynes is Scottish, and it's not crap.
It's what?
It's a game winner. It's not crap. 34-31. Let's check out how everything did go down in Denver, Colorado tonight on Thanksgiving night on NFL Network. Eli Manning coming off of a career-best 384-yard passing game. Kyle Orton hasn't played a complete game in 3 games due to injury. Second quarter, Broncos up 3-0. No Sean Marino really ran hard tonight.
He ran the ball well, and this is the kind of effort that they need from their first-round pick. If he continues to run like this, listen, this team's going to go far.
They look like buried in.
Good spinorama right there as it led to another field goal, 6-0. Danny Ware playing in place of the injured Ahmad Bradshaw puts the ball on the turf.
You won't play again for Ahmad Bradshaw.
And then the next play, Kyle Orton goes to his big play wide receiver, and his big play wide receiver does just that with one hand.
He can do this now. Good protection. A lot of play action and movement early to protect Kyle Orton. Allow guys like Brandon Marshall to make the big play down the field.
No beast. 28-yard play. Josh McDaniels likes it. 3 plays later, no Sean Marino, who fumbled into the end zone in this situation last week, just gets into the end zone this week. And Osi Umenyiora and Chase Blackburn left screaming at one another on the sideline for the Giants.
No, they're screaming at the offense.
Oh, is that what's going on right there?
Challenging the offense to step it up.
Well, the offense was challenged on the night by the Denver defense. DJ Williams sacks Eli Manning. Broncos were up 16-0 in this football game. It's Brandon Jacobs. Here's an earful from his head coach. Manning is sacked by Elvis Dumervil, who leads the league with 13 of those right now. Giants shut out in the first half of the regular season game for the first time in 5 years. Third quarter we go. Orton going up top to Marshall, who makes another one-handed grab.
Great coverage on the play, but it created a little separation with a push down low and was able to extend it.
Beaten by the throw.
33-yard play right there. 3 plays later, Orton looking for Brandon Stokely. Instead finds Terrell Thomas. This was really the only errant play of the night for Orton.
Pretty much for both of these quarterbacks. I mean, they threw the ball well tonight, but that was a bad one.
The Broncos defense held the Giants out of the end zone there. 16-6 as the Giants were settling for field goals. Back in the red zone, the Broncos were with that Jabbar Gaffney 12-yard play on 3rd and 5, and then 3 plays later. How does Brandon Stokely get so wide open?
Busted coverage all the way.
When you take a look, it looked like the failure to communicate. One DB was waving off the guy coming through, and they didn't switch, and there you have it.
That's what it was.
Neither safety. In on the play.
Have to communicate.
And it smiles all around for the Broncos, who hadn't won in over a month. It's been a long time since they tasted victory, and with 9 minutes to go, Elvis Dumervil strips Eli Manning. DJ Williams recovers. That's 14 sacks in the year now for Dumervil.
Player of the year.
Led to the Broncos getting another field goal, 26-6. And then the coup de grace handed in by Andre Goodman, picking off Eli Manning with less than 3 minutes to go. It was a brutal night for the Big Blue in Denver as the Broncos snapped their 4-game losing streak. Never in the history of the National Football League have we seen a 6-0 team then lose 5 in a row. We may see it one day. We're not seeing it on this day as the Giants drop to 6-5, 2 full games behind the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East. Dallas needing a win in Giants Stadium to stay a game in front of Philadelphia and essentially end the Giants season. The Giants would be 6-6 with a loss, 3 games behind Dallas. If the Cowboys can beat the Giants, who did not start O.C. Umenyiora, and it didn't start well for the Giants in this game. Down 3-0 midway through the second quarter, Ahmad Bradshaw, who missed the Thanksgiving loss, puts the ball on the ground. Jay Ratliff recovers, and the Cowboys setting up shop on Tom Coughlin's 26. And then 7 plays later, here's Romo to Roy Williams.
Way to get off the jam. No, he got off the jam boots. Gave his quarterback a great target and made the play.
10-0. Giants trying to get some points before the end of the half. Eli drops back and look out below. He gets it off to Kevin Boss before he's taken down. 16-yard gain on the play. That's pretty big. 2 plays later, 4th play of the drive, the Giants put together a quick 6 points. Hakeem Nicks, all he does is score touchdowns, this rookie out of North Carolina, and it's a 10-7 game.
Touchdowns right before the half are very emotional at halftime. They're uplifting.
Especially when you get one off a turnover, as the Giants plan to do when Marion Barber puts the ball on the turf.
What?
And O.C. Umenyiora picks it up. Wow. That was a business decision.
That was a
Marion Barber's upset with himself. O.C.'s loving. He's a factor even though he didn't start. And Brandon Jacobs, this was a huge touchdown. Giants didn't expect to be leading at halftime, as they were 14-10. Brandon Jacobs cashing in on the Barber mistake. 3rd quarter we go. Opening drive for the Giants. Manning to Manningham, and Mike Jenkins leaps.
He's playing Pro Bowl caliber football coach now.
I like those tall corners, Prime. You know, those 5'11", 6-foot corners.
That's a tall corner.
So the Cowboys stop the Big Blue momentum. 2 possessions later, 3rd and 9 on the plus side of the field. Romo to Miles. Austin moved the chains. 4 plays later, 8th play of the drive. Romo, he was flinging around as the running game really wasn't working. What a nicely designed play.
That's your number one receiver.
Pitch, and they throw it into Roy. He's got 2 touchdowns today.
So the Giants down 17-14, but the first play after that touchdown, here's Brandon Jacobs. Big man with football rumbling down the sideline.
Decision on wheels.
Longest play of Jacobs' career, longest pass play of the Giants season, and it's Jacobs the one running it in for a score. Giants retake the lead. 21-17. It's 24-17 Giants when Hickson fields the punt.
2.
And he takes it outside the numbers and into the end zone.
You Romo, if we showing it to you, it was a big play.
79-yard score. Suddenly the Giants are up 2 touchdowns in Giant Stadium. Tom Coughlin, Justin Tucker loving it. The Michelin Man is not. Next Cowboys possession, needing to get on their horse in a hurry. They go to their wide open Roy Williams, but it's overthrown.
Tony, you got to make that play.
Brings up 3rd and 3. 2 plays later, 4th and 2. Romo to Marion Barber, shut down by Aaron Ross. Turnover on downs. The Giants defense now contributing. Cowboys, after a 3-and-out with the Giants, needing points in a hurry. Romo to his Longhorn. First down. Williams had 60 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. 5 plays later, Romo to Miles Austin. 22-yard score. Cowboys now need to get the onside kick with 58 seconds to go. Their kicker's David Bueller. Bueller. Cowboys appear to recover.
Wait a minute. There's laundry on the field.
But it's illegal touching. Sam Hurd touches it before it went 10 yards, and that's the way the Giants get the ball. That's the way the Giants complete their first season sweep of the Cowboys since 2004. Checking on the Cowboys' win-loss record since 2005, December and January. The last time that they've had a winning record in December and January since 1996. You were playing for them, and right. Chan Gailey was the coach prime. Wow. Let's get to one of the more entertaining games of the year, and I don't think I'm really overstating it. It looked like a Madden football game at some point when Donovan McNabb and Eli Manning matching wits with the NFC East on the line. We kick things off in this highlight with the Eagles already up 7-0 and a big fumble by Brandon Jacobs winding up in the arms of Sheldon Brown to give the Eagles a 14-0 lead in Giant Stadium in a virtual must-win game for the Giants. Just slipped right out.
Slipped right out, but that's why you hustle on defense. Everybody get around the football. Somebody's going to be opportunistic.
The Amon Green sleeves getting clipped off for the rest of the game for Brandon Jacobs. It's 14-3 in the second quarter. 3rd and 4, Manning to Hakeem Nicks.
Oh, boy, here he goes.
Tackles, and he goes to the house on that drive. He had dropped 2 passes, comes back, and makes a great play.
Yeah, one of them for a short 6, too. So the rookie needing a short memory, and it worked out.
Great rookie class of receivers we have this year.
68-yard touchdown. Giants forced to punt.
Why are we
They
showing
sort of
this?
go directional to Deshaun Jackson, and it just doesn't matter.
It was a great punt. He put it right on the sidelines, but he goes yard. I like how he set up that punter, Brian. He gave him inside, down the sideline. See ya, Deshaun Jackson.
72 yards. He is just instant entertainment.
Yes, he is.
The kid out of Cal. After an Ahmad Bradshaw touchdown made it 24-17. 50 ticks left in the half. OC hits Donovan McNabb. Looked like an incomplete pass, and it appeared that the officials were ruling that an incomplete pass. But when the ball was spotted back where this incompletion was thrown, it appeared that the refs ruled this a fumble forward. And with it being in the last 2 minutes of the half, McNabb is the only one who could recover it. So the ball was 10 yards further back than the previous line of scrimmage.
Not to worry.
And it didn't matter for the Eagles, but it sure mattered for the Giants. That was a live ball that the Giants could have hopped on.
Could have picked it up and gone for a touchdown, but they didn't.
So instead, McNabb with the nice pass to Jackson for 44 yards, and then 4 plays later, look who runs it in.
Why do they wait all year to include Michael Vick in short yardage situations? I don't know why, but I'm glad they did.
First time in back-to-back weeks, Vick has had a rushing touchdown since 2002. Philadelphia up 30-17 after a missed extra point. 2nd and 7 in the third quarter, and there is that man, Nicks again.
1 down, 2 down.
The Eagles challenged him. What was upheld is a 20-yard gain. First down for the Giants on the Eagles, 14. 6 plays later, 4th and goal. Got to go for it. And Brandon Jacobs bull rushes his way into the end zone. It's a 6-point game. Eagles only up 30-24.
That's why you have a big 260-pound back.
McNabb threw an interception to give the Giants the ball in the Eagles' 30. Eli running out of the pocket.
Feet first, will you?
Oh, Mark Sanchez. He needs to get some tips from Joe Girardi, too, as he goes head first. And he wants to have this challenge because he thought he was contacted on the way down. Even though Broderick Bunkley does yank his shirt,
3.
I don't think that really caused him to go down. And the replay officials agreed with that assessment, and the play stood as called that Manning, because he went head first, that is a fumble. Had he gone feet first, he would have been down by contact. Reggie Brown was wide open as this game was going back and forth. 3 plays after getting the ball back, McNabb and the Eagles cannot convert on an opportunity down the field. 6-point game still. 2nd and 12. Here comes Dominic Hickson running through the entire Eagles secondary. 61 yards for the score, and the Giants are up now.
Just a little hitch route, and he breaks, tackles, and goes yards. Watch the running in open field. There's a tackle.
I got him. I
There's
think
another
you got
one.
him.
Looks like a business decision. You got to make that play.
Will Witherspoon and Sean Jones making the decision, and Justin Tuck carrying Hickson around like a $5 footlong. Next Eagles possession, first play of it. Pump fake. Look who's wide open.
Not again.
Not again. Deshaun Jackson backpedals into the end zone.
This is called the jerk.
So
That's what the new dance is. But the problem is with this kid, you get him one-on-one with a safety. That's the problem with cover 2, Coach. You have safeties back there that don't have the range of the ball skills. You get one-on-one with the safety, and I'll take that match.
Easily one of the 5 most exciting players in the National
maybe
Football
the
League. If not the most exciting. 4th quarter, Eagles are up 37-31 still, and McNabb scrambles and finds Jackson again. He had 178 yards receiving. 8 plays later on the Giants, 25, time ticking down. McNabb to Reggie Brown for a first down. Some yak on top of it, down to the Giants' 6-yard line.
Get down.
6-point game still. 2 plays later, 2nd and goal from the 1, and it's Leonard Weaver busting the door down.
What a great get he was this offseason.
Chart says what?
Go for 2, Andy.
Andy Reid goes for 2, and McNabb to Jason Avant. 2-point conversion completed. It's a 14-point lead again, and this is the mother of all chest bumps.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
a big bump.
He got up a little bit.
I think Andy may have pulled something.
Andy didn't get up.
So the Giants
Got up on his toes.
watching the Eagles having a good time at their expense all of a sudden. Less than 5 minutes to go. McNabb, Manning avoiding the rush by flipping it off to Ahmad Bradshaw.
Nice piece of running.
How did he get that away?
I don't know, but he did, and he got it to the right man.
31-yard gain, and he just flips it last second.
That's heads up because he was in pass protection all the way.
4 plays later, it's 4th and 4, down by 2 touchdowns. Giants have to go for it from the Eagles' 25, and it's Manning to Manningham to move the chains. 2 plays later, 1st and 20 after a Giants penalty from the Eagles' 28. 2:28 to go in this game. It's Manning to Manningham again. Touchdown! Except for the fact that a toe on one of Manningham's red ruby slippers that he appears to be wearing. Oh, there's no place like.
Toe. Oh, that's a toe. He's out.
Wow, we NBC it all right. Take it off the board. Coughlin talks to his youngster. 4 plays later, 1st and goal from the Eagles. 4. Manning, he's the boss. Kevin Boss.
That was easy.
45-38. So now the Giants have to go onside kick. They kick it out of bounds. Eagles have the ball, 3rd and 9 with 1:22 to go. From the Giants side of the field, LaShawn McCoy, no gain. Eagles forced to punt, so the Giants do get the football back on their own 12. 19 seconds left. They're out of timeouts, needing another miracle at the Meadowlands. This time they go in their favor against the Eagles, and Manning is stripped by Darren Howard.
3-man rush.
And the Eagles recover it. And that is the way the Philadelphia Eagles wrap up the season series against the chippy, disappointed, and frustrated
Easy
New York
boys.
Giants.
Easy boys.
50,000.
There could be some FedEx envelopes
30,000.
lining up in some lockers later this week. But the bottom line is once the scrum was all separated, the Eagles have separated themselves from the rest of the NFC East. They lead the Cowboys by 1 game and the Giants by 2+ games as Deshaun Jackson joins Crazy Legs Hirsch and your baby as the most touchdowns of 50 or more yards in a single season since 1950. Deshaun after the game.
Last week killed me sitting at home and just watching that game. I just didn't feel like a regular person, and I said I was going to come back strong. I told the team I'm going to come back strong, and they could depend on me, and we rolled out tonight. We did that.
All right, you tied the single-season NFL record with 8 touchdowns of 50 or more yards. But what are you getting known for? These chest bumps with Andy Reid. What's up with this?
Hey, man, Coach Reid, man, that's my man right there. And, he's a great dude. We put a lot of preparation, hard work into what we do. And, couldn't get no better than this. In the Meadowlands, I think this is like our 4th or 5th win in a row out here, man. We love it, man. It's beautiful.
The Monday night matchup of Giants victorious at FedEx Field against Bruce Allen, who is the new general manager of the Washington Redskins. Eli Manning and the Giants looking to stay very much alive in the playoff picture. Opening possession here, and Eli dumps it off to Ahmad Bradshaw. 14 yards there, down to the 16. Later in the drive, it's Bradshaw who powers his way in. The Giants go 16 plays, 80 yards. 9 minutes and 13 seconds, and there was more. Their next possession, it's Eli Manning to Hakeem Nicks for 21 yards, down to the 28. Second and goal, it's Bradshaw again. Second quarter, same drive. But everything working right for the Giants.
I mean, he just walks in the end zone. The Redskins really, from the opening drive, they didn't give it the effort that they had given in the past weeks.
The Giants set a real physical tone right from the beginning, stuffed it down their throats on the first drive. Second drive, the exact same thing.
Up 17-0 in the second quarter. It's Manning to Nicks again, and Nicks turns it on. 45 yards down to the 6. A lot of speculation about Jim Zorn and whether he'll be the Redskins coach in 2010. It's Manning now to Steve Smith for the 6-yard touchdown. Giants on top 24-0 in the blink of an eye. All right, Redskins now, a couple of possessions later. It's Jason Campbell, and he is run down from behind by Osi Umenyiora, who's been challenged by that Giants defensive coaching staff.
Yeah, this is the perfect game for him. He don't have to worry about the run. They got to throw it behind 24-0. This plays right into his strength.
You're telling him he's going to be a second-string guy?
Yeah.
A great motivator.
Campbell going to the locker room there with a shoulder sprain. 4 plays later, he's got the swinging gate here.
Madden 2010, Fran. This is Madden 2. We would run this on Madden.
So Tom Coughlin calls timeout, guys, and the Redskins come back. Charles, they do it again.
Well, remember earlier this year, they showed a fake, called timeout, came back and ran the same thing, and Hunter Smith hit Mike Sellers for a touchdown. Not quite the same end result on this play.
I'm not real smart, but who's going to block all those guys coming in?
You mean all three of them unblocked?
Chucks it up there, and Bruce Johnson with the pick. And the Redskins getting embarrassed. 24-0 at the break. Third quarter now. Rock Cartwright from Jason Campbell, who's back in the game. He takes it down to the 16, 51 yards here. And 3 plays later, it's Campbell to Fred Davis. So Redskins offense shows up temporarily.
Well, Rock Cartwright is a guy that you never worry about giving effort. I mean, that's a guy that will give an effort no matter what the game, what the situation. He set the tone on that drive.
To show you how bad of a night it was for the Redskins, they missed the extra point on that touchdown. Here's Manning now to Kevin Boss. And Boss, big boy, lumbering 35 yards to the 42. 3rd and 4 now. Giants were unbelievable on third down tonight. Manning to Derek Hagan for the 23-yard touchdown. 31-6. Big Blue running away with it. Redskins trying anything, but Campbell with the awful throw. It's picked off by Terrell Thomas, and the Giants go on to win it 45-12. So Eli Manning throws 3 touchdown passes. Ahmad Bradshaw, we showed you, he got in the end zone right away. The first couple of touchdowns for the New York Giants. New York now improving to 8-6. They are 1 game behind the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East.
We're going to go through the entire NFC East playoff picture for you, starting with the first game of the day involving an NFC East team. The Giants in their final game in Giants Stadium, taking on the Carolina Panthers, coming off that huge win on Monday night against the Washington Redskins, coming in with a whole bunch of momentum, and they score first. Steve Smith puts the Giants on top 7-0, except for the fact that Madison Hedgecock back in the pocket. The fullback is called for holding, taking points off the board.
Yeah.
think that's a good call there, Brian?
Yeah, the hands on the outside. Doesn't take that. That's a wrestling move.
And then 3 plays later, Eli Manning to Mario Manningham on 3rd and long, converts the first down. If only Manningham had held on to the ball. That's a catch fumble. And the Panthers get the first points of the game as that led to a John Casey field goal. It's 3-0 in the second quarter. Matt Moore, what a job he's done.
Love him.
Where did he come from? This guy's hot.
3rd and 6.
He ain't going back.
To Steve Smith picks it up. And then 3 plays later, what a day for Jonathan Stewart with D'Angelo Williams inactive. Stewart ran for 406 yards, the most a Giants team has
great
given up
block.
since 1978. And yeah, that was Steve Smith opening the game.
Steve Smith is a complete player. Not only he catches the ball downfield through traffic, but he also blocks as well.
We saw Jonathan Stewart do this last week against the Vikings, this week against the Giants.
10-0 Panthers now. Next drive, Musa Muhammad, touchdown.
Little veteran
10
push-off.
for 15 on third downs. Coach, where has this quarterback been?
Justin Tuck wants a $5 footlong. Giants ensuing drive. Oh, boy. Richard Marshall picks off the Eli Manning pass. Panthers setting up shop on the Giants' 29. 4 plays later. 3rd and 11. And who picks it up? Mike Goodson.
Look at the blocking downfield.
Panthers were 8 for 10 on 3rd downs in the first half. And then 2 plays later, Jeff King is wide open.
When you're running the football, all your play action stuff should be good.
24-0. Panthers laying it on the Giants. This is a must-win game for the Giants.
It's a wrap.
LT and the rest of the old Giant greats are there to send off Giant Stadium with a bang, and instead, Matt Moore to Steve Smith ruins the party. Smith broke his arm on this play.
And he broke the Giants' back as well.
He shoots that post in there, puts it on the chest. What a great throw and
A
catch.
40-burger the Panthers lay on the Giants. Wow. Tom Coughlin was beside himself.
To have what was potentially at stake for our team and to be playing at home, coming off a big win. Carolina had a big win last weekend, but did not have a chance to be in the playoffs. And for us to play the way we did today, there's obviously no excuse for it.
You know, they respect this place enough to come out and get a win for the last game in Giant Stadium. They won it bad, which I don't know how that happens. And when they have nothing to play for, we have it all to play for, which is the playoffs and last game in stadium and so on and so forth. And we went out and gave it away.
I don't know, man. I didn't. What did I play 5 snaps today? I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. I thought I was the problem. But it's an unbelievable situation, man. Last game in Giant Stadium, probably as a Giant, and just the way everything has unfolded, it's been unbelievable to me. I never would have dreamt this in a million years.
So the Eagles, as we know, they have the win and get the 2 seed in the NFC opportunity. And the Vikings needed some help, but they had to take care of business first against the Giants. Now the Giants, of course, we all know have been swooning. They had a terrible game closing out Giant Stadium last week. But the Vikings couldn't put much together the last month either. But they began to get things going with their rookie Percy Harvin, and then their tight end Shanko shakes free, and he's in the end zone.
He's in the end zone again. Nice opening drive.
He hangs out in the end zone a lot.
He does. 1st and 15 in the second quarter. Favre pump fake.
Throw it deep to Sidney Rice. Why don't you?
Is that the way it's drawn up?
He's going to Miami.
They both are.
Or one or the other.
50-yard gain. Next play, Favre finds his open tight end again.
Back shoulder throw to a tight end down the sideline. That's good stuff.
He's very athletic.
And then 2 plays later, another Pro Bowler heading to Miami, Adrian. He had 9 carries, 54 yards in that score. 17-0 Minnesota. Vikings next possession after another Giants 3-and-out. Here's Favre and, boy, Shanko.
This guy's all over the place.
Give him a $5 football. Right?
Yeah, he was hurt last week. He came back healthy. He got healthy.
4 plays later. Well, maybe the man was hungry. You know what I mean? There's Sidney Rice again. Oh, the bookkeeper loves it, and the embattled defensive coordinator of the Giants, Bill Sheridan, looked shell-shocked, and it doesn't help out when his defense is now on a short field with a great play by Chad Greenway. Laying out for the loose ball. Eli Manning, 141 yards and an interception.
They are tough at home now, undefeated at home. That crowd is always a factor. The pass rush gets home, and these guys fly around.
They quit on you, Eli. They quit on you.
You think so?
Yeah.
8 plays later, Favre to Rice.
Throw it up nice and tall. He's 6'4" for a reason.
Took it right away from Terrell Thomas. Coach. Second straight week, the Giants not only shut out in the first half, but the opponent scores 30.
Slap him over.
31-0 Vikings at the half. I mean, the Giants were just what the Vikings needed. After losing 3 of 4, maybe questioning themselves, fighting amongst themselves, as we know, on occasion. But it was all hunky-dory. 4th and goal. They're going for it mid-third quarter.
Sure.
There's
against the Giants.
Tahi
in the flat.
44-7, and the Vikings get the week off. Giants left wondering how to put the pieces together when Humpty Dumpty fell apart like that at the end of the season. Brett Favre, his best passer rating, second in the NFL. Look at that. Pretty good.
I've thought about that throughout the whole process of coming back, of what would be acceptable versus not acceptable, and I have to be cautious with, anything less than Super Bowl, although that's my main goal and the only goal. But, I can't beat myself up. I can only do what I can do and hope that that's good enough. And I'm very pleased with where we are right now. With each win from here on, hopefully we have a few more. It sure would make it a lot sweeter.
I'm not making any excuse. I didn't make an excuse. I just said if the offense would have done something, we might have had a little better balance. We didn't stop them. They punted twice in the game, but some of the issues we contributed to offensively as well.